Today, I'm breaking down some of my favorite boudoir images that I shot in 2025. Let's get into it. Hey, I'm Trevor. I'm a boudoir photographer based in Toronto. Now, every year I put together a best of list on my blog. Basically, me looking back at my own work and going, okay, damn, that actually turned out. And honestly, 2025 was a big year for oh my god images. More variety, more types of clients, more creative risks, and a lot of stuff that I've never shot before. Some wins, a few what the hell was I thinking moments, growth, actual real growth, not the Instagram kind because Instagram doesn't like me. So I broke these images down by a few simple criteria. First, shots where I learned something new and actually implemented it. Revolutionary concept? I know. Second, images that pushed me out of my comfort zone. Stuff I'd never shot before or never shot that way before. The kind of shots where you look at the back of your camera and whisper, oh my god, wow. Now, quick heads up, this video is just the highlight reel. The full showcase of images lives on my blog. The link is in the description. And yes, there's a reason it's there and not fully on YouTube. Turns out YouTube as a platform isn't super into tasteful nudity. Shocking, very vanilla behavior. So consider this the PG-13 trailer. The good stuff, though, is just one click away. All right, let's get started breaking these down in no particular order. All right, let's get into the first couple images. These are images where I just wanted to highlight something that I'm doing that's a little bit different. The thing I'm doing different is I'm incorporating a colored light. And aside from the fact I just love this shot, having that additional light source in there just to add a completely different, almost unnatural color kind of gives the image a little bit more of a vibe. I also love the fact that that red in the background is actually my studio window and the sun is setting, so the sun is blasting against that curtain and it's glowing red. Now normally I'd block that out, but in this case I just kind of leaned into it and said, you know what, let's just see what happens. And I was just shocked with the result and loved the result. So needless to say, I'm working in auxiliary lights that light up the edges and the background and just add a pop of color so that images, I guess, just have a little bit more depth to them and they just, to me, they just seem more interesting. So that's one new thing I started doing this year. Next up, that's one where I'm really leaning into making it look like the practical lights, in this case the lamp, is doing the actual lighting of the scene. Now, for those of you who know anything about lighting, that lamp is doing basically nothing in the grand scheme of things in this picture, but the way your brain perceives the picture is, it's like, oh yeah, that lamp is completely lighting up that person. And yeah, I just absolutely love it. I also purchased these kind of haze filters, which gives light sources, especially small ones, like this glow to them that you can see on the lamp. And I absolutely love that effect now. I think it's called a black mist. It's pretty cool. And I like this image as well because I'm really starting to use some smaller light shaping tools. So smaller modifiers rather than the enormous ones I normally use, which would mimic more of like window light. This is much more controlled, focused in an area light. And I love the effect. Those of you that know me know I am heavily influenced by a lot of cinematic movies and things like that. And I love, love, love colorful, dynamic light. So it's becoming much more a thing that I just do in sessions. And here's two examples. And I guess I should also shout out Both of these clients have come in for multiple shoots with me, and I'm pretty sure they're addicted by now. And I just want to say, Maddie and Matisse, love you to death. You guys absolutely slay. So let's get on to the next images. When it comes to some of the wow shots that I took this year, there were definitely a bunch of them. And these next few, I just want to flick through and just say, like, these are the emotive portraits that I absolutely love shooting in a boudoir session. I mean, a lot of people do love those full body shots, but I love a good portrait. I love a good sexy picture just with those eyes that just draw you in, that make you want even more and to see even more. And my goodness, like, these were some shots. The first one, I love the emotion in this. Like, it's got energy, it's got oomph, it's extremely sexy without being vulgar. It's everything I want in a good boudoir image. The next one is just gorgeous. Like, it's that look away, it's that playful glance, it's, you know, just the combination of textures. And of course, her outfit is dope as hell. Like, that teal and like red polka dot thing, so good. This next one, this is like holy crap territory for bad assery. This is Maddie just owning it and making leather jacket and fishnets like into a thing that is, you know, not your typical or traditional boudoir look, but my God, does it ever slap. Like, it just has rock star energy. So that was one of those shots that from the moment I took it, I was like, oh, hell yes, this is probably going to be a shot of the year. After that, you know, if you have tattoos, how can you not love coming in for a boudoir session to show off your tattoos? Because let's be real. If you've got ink, you probably want to show it off. And then her eyes are just so captivating that, I mean, winning shot right from the get-go. And the last of the emotive shots is this black and white. It's something I only shot maybe back in November 2025. Like, it might have even been early December. But this shot just, it really encapsulates that boudoir images don't have to be graphic or adult. Sometimes sexy is something you can get just with like an eyes closed, and you're almost picturing what she's thinking and what she's feeling. And a good image should make you think. And this is one of those things that I just love. On to quite literally the hardest series I think I've ever shot, photographically speaking. This was the most challenging shoot that I've ever done. And this is really cool because one of the things that we started doing at Provocateur Images this year is we kind of were connected with Chris, who is a shibari rigger. And we've been doing a lot of creative stuff with him. And, you know, like, it's really cool to add this element of rope play into the sessions. And now it actually is like an add-on that you can do with our sessions for people who are into that kind of look. And I gotta say, like, this shoot here with this sushi and shibari was incredibly difficult. Not only was it hard to figure out, okay, we have two models, they're kind of like restrained in a way with the ropes. In this case, they're not as restrained, but in a lot of shots, they were very like, they can't move. It's not like you can just go, okay, move a little to the left or a little to the right. That really wasn't the case with this series. This was like, once they are tied and once we've got the sushi on them, they're set. And if they weren't done properly or the lights weren't positioned properly, we're not getting the shot. So this was a really, really tough shoot. It was an absolutely mind-blowing result. And I am just floored by it. We're probably going to have this published in a magazine or two once we get around to submitting these. But oh my God, what a cool concept. Because I'll be honest, like, we've looked at other people who have shot this for inspiration, and I really do think we put it up there as far as like the quality of images and just the overall vibe. There was only one bad thing about this shoot, and that is that I had to throw away a lot of sushi, and that kind of broke my heart. All right, these last three images absolutely killed it and blew my mind, and they're all featuring the same person. In this case, my wonderful girlfriend, Krista. She's, you know, become a huge part of not only my life, but also the operations at the studio. She's there to do all sorts of things, from being a hype girl to just being your person that adjusts everything, to making sure your hair is perfect, your straps aren't twisted, all those little things. And she does it incredibly well. But Krista's also a model, and so we have gone out and done a bunch of things this year. We did a shibari shoot near the family cottage, and that shot is just amazing. Big shout out to Chris, our rigger, of course, who did all the ties. We tied her basically to a tree, and it was just rope as art, and I absolutely love that. Krista also wanted to do a boho shoot, and well, that image right there, I think, screams boho and screams gorgeous. It is like everything I could ever want in an outdoor shoot. It just absolutely makes me smile every time I see that. Lastly, we have an image that was shot in early December, and this was part of Krista's birthday shoot. And we have got her in this beautiful, elegant dress that she got from a friend who owns a bridal salon called Blush Bridal. And this dress was just absolutely gorgeous. And I mean, obviously Boudoir is all about shooting in underwear or less in most cases, but there's not a specific rule that says it always has to be that. Sometimes it could be a gorgeous evening dress that we take some shots in for one of your looks. And in this case, it was really cool because this also has our new purple lounge that's in the studio, our new bathtub, and all these decorative balls just hanging around. And I gotta say, this is definitely one of my favorite images I've ever shot of Krista. And Krista and I did some pretty amazing things this year. Over the years, we've shot a lot of really cool stuff, but in this case, it was really second to none. So, I mean, the cool thing is, as long as I keep producing stuff like this for Krista, she's unlikely to leave because she knows she's not going to get this anywhere else. This year, we've also gone way more into the world of BDSM and shibari when it comes to the shoots we do. We've always offered on a very type of basis BDSM and erotic type photos, but you know, with couples and sometimes even solo stuff, incorporating things like rope or incorporating things like impact play or other kinks, it's always welcome at these shoots. And eventually we're going to have an erotica site specifically designed to talk about that. But, you know, for now, I just really wanted to highlight that this is something we've done, and we've never shot this much of it until now. This is something that is definitely going to be a big part of our repertoire, and I love shooting it because it's a different creative vibe to it, and I think that we do it pretty damn well. One of the other things that we started shooting a lot more of this year was couples, and also women who were roughly 50 to 65 in age, and men. And we love the fact that we've got so much more diversity of people coming through our studio, because a lot of people think I have to have a partner to do this in order to give the images. No, you don't. They think they have to be a certain age only to do this, and No, you don't. There's no better time than right now. But also when it comes to couples, you know, they're starting to come around to our messaging that, hey, this is like couples therapy in a way. This is a bonding experience. This is an experience where you two can really explore fantasy and do something that is way better than going to dinner and a movie. So I love the fact that we've been shooting more couples, and I think aside from the fact I really am happy that those other two groups of people are coming in, more than anything, guys coming in and doing it for more of the same reasons that women have historically done this is probably my most favorite thing. Right now, we're getting guys coming in. Sometimes they're doing it for their partners. A lot of times they're just doing it for themselves. And that's important. I know boudoir for men has kind of gotten maybe a weird vibe sometimes, because there's been a lot of picture series where guys are just posing in a very feminine way, almost mocking boudoir that's traditionally done by women. But right now, we're starting to see guys come in, and at least from our perspective and the way that we shoot guys, is we're celebrating guys' bodies. You could be really ripped, or you could be, you know, like just your average Joe. It doesn't matter, but feeling sexy as a guy is important. And I have always said to people, like, sexy is up here, not here, right? And so guys are starting to get the message that, yeah, it's okay for me to express my masculinity in a sexy way. And I can share those pictures, because one thing I can guarantee to all you guys out there, if you want to wow a girl on, say, a dating site, or even if it's your partner, don't send her a dick pic. Send her something like this, and she'll be way, way more impressed. Okay, well, that's a wrap on the images that we shot for 2025. A little smattering of our best of. And you know what? Like, this is not the end of it. There is way more stuff on the blog that you should go check out. And I've got little stories associated with every image. But thanks for watching, and leave a comment for which was your favorite image that you saw on screen here. I'd love to know. And in the meantime, make sure to like and subscribe. And until next time, we'll see you later.